Should a new trader start trading this year? Absolutely yes. Oh my God, why wouldn't you? This year has been phenomenal in terms of the volume. If you're not going to start now, I don't know when you're going to start. The time to start is always now. Never procrastinate, guys, so that you can be prepared by next year. I'm trying to get used to this YouTube live. See if I like it better than Instagram live. I think the video on here is like something different, huh? Hope you guys did well today. Today's gonna be a very good lesson for you guys on Monday Flow, because we at the chat room identified it very early as to what side has the advantage today. It's weird, huh? No football, only basketball during the weekends. Australia Open, man. Djokovic. You guys watch that stuff? Oh my God. He is the contender to be the all-time Grand Slam leader soon, man. He only has 2 more. And he's just in his prime still. Poor Federer, man. Federer could not win on clay with Nadal. That's the problem. Federer should have at least 5 more Grand Slams. He lost so many of these crazy matches to Nadal. Trading is kind of like tennis, man. Let me explain. Then we'll start. So Nadal versus Federer. So I've been a big fan of tennis for a long time. I played it since I was a little kid. Nadal's style does not match well with Federer because Nadal has heavy, heavy topspin. And all Nadal does is topspin high to Federer's backhand. And Federer is a one-handed backhand. So it's very difficult for a one-hander to hit these topspin, which is bouncing super high. And so all Nadal does is keep hitting it over and over and over to Federer's backhand. And that's how he's been winning all this time. Same thing with stocks, guys. There's certain stocks that just got your certain stock setups that just you can't win for yourself, because I don't know what it is. It could be the fact that you are not technical enough to trade those things, or it just gets you mentally or something like that. So when you identify those type of stocks, do not trade them. An example could be a stock that is pumped by a chat room. Maybe you are not good at trading those stocks because you have FOMO and you don't know when the chat room comes in. So that's why we post within MIC which stocks are being pumped by a chat room. We may not necessarily tell you which chat room. It doesn't matter. It's just a chat room. So chat rooms are artificial. It gets pumped up by volume, and then when the guy sells, all the sheep sells. So you basically do this, guys. I always talk about this. Go and review your trades. Go back to your trades. And determine which stocks type are you consistent with and which stock types do you keep losing on. It could be a simple thing as a dollar amount. Stocks are $20 and above. Maybe you lose a lot, or maybe you make money on those. So even the chat room pumper knows that he's good at stocks that are like $10 to $20 range. So I see him pumping all day long, those kind of stocks, and he's making money. That's because those stocks are lower float. So he likes these lower float because it's a $20 stock and it's like a 2-3 million float, and so he pumps it. And so you, just like Nadal versus Federer, it just sucks for Federer because Nadal guys, the styles just sucks for him. Same thing with trading, guys. So go and review your trades and determine which stocks, what type of stocks you're making money on, and keep doing it. And for those that are losing, avoid those type of stocks. This is not a game of ego, guys. You have 1,000 stocks to choose from, hundreds of stocks to choose from a day. Pick the ones that are the easiest for you. How do I leave this chat thing up all the time? All chat messages are visible. How many hours should you study as a beginner? I mean, bro. I mean, I don't understand why people ask those type of questions. You study as much as you can possibly, man. What do you want me to say, right? 2 hours and 59 seconds. You got to be. I'm going to give you some advice, guys. In life, there's only so much hand holding and spoon feeding someone can do to you. At some point, you become an adult and you start to think for yourself. You're not a baby anymore. I am not here to tell you you should study, that you should not fucking party all night and come in drunk to trade. Only I could do that, right? These things are just, I have people asking me stuff like, how do you join MIC? And I tell them, go to the website. And they go, then what? I mean, dude, bro, go to the fucking website. Then what? He actually wrote the words, click some links. No shit, man. Have you never used a fucking website before? Pretend it's fucking fucking Pornhub and start fucking clicking. You pay Pornhub, you pay us, same thing. So there's certain things that, oh my God, man, we just can't spoon feed you because you have to learn for yourself, guys. Ask him how many hours should you study? I mean, dude. I'm going to be brutally honest. There's some people that are not meant to trade. Okay, I want to do this rent today. This is why Alex is better than me. I just get really flustered by. There are certain stupid questions that were just stupid, guys. I mean, shit, man. I mean, this is tough love, guys. Seriously, this is fucking tough love. There's only so much spoon feeding that you can do. There's shit that Google exists. Type in Google. How many hours should I study? What the fuck? Maybe Google, right? But let's talk about the money flow. Okay, let's talk about why we're here. My brain is not made for YouTube live today. Tuesdays are my day. I'm still groggy. I'm still kind of an ass. But I'm a straight shooter, man. I call it like it is. I'm not gonna fucking stand here and hold your fucking hand. I will hold it for the right people that truly want to learn, and not for the lazy people that are just fucking lazy. There's something called Google.com, guys, asking me how many hours you should study. I mean, fuck, dude. How many hours do you masturbate a day? I mean, fuck, man. At least study more than you masturbate, right? All right. So, how do we know? How do you know whether or not the day is going to favor a long or a short, guys? Okay. So today we actually identified the fact that. So when I woke up today, all I saw was a bunch of charts, a bunch of stocks going up, man, and they're all easy to borrow. All these higher floats. There's just so many, but there's no one real hot ticker. We call those hot tickers the major runners, the hot chick of the day. Okay, and then the minor ones are the side plays, right? And so today we could not identify a single hot chick. It kept on going from one stock to another stock. So we call that the money flow, how the money is flowing. So the fact that there's so many stocks running, it took the attention away from most traders. Meaning, when there's one or two obvious hot chicks, those stocks just keep getting bought up, run up. But when there's so many of these stocks that are running, but they're minor runners, money flow it's spread apart. So that's why these stocks kept going spiking up, like ATIF, CLSN, RETO. They spiked up and they tanked down. The problem is this, guys. At that moment, in real time, it's very difficult to know that they will tank. How would you know? You do not know. That's the thing. Okay? But when they start to tank like that, you must be sharp enough to exit. You cannot just say become overly biased, because it's very simple. When you look around, you're seeing all these new stocks tickers come up, and the money is flowing from one stock to another stock. That's what we call the money flow. And so by identifying that, we realized that today was a day to favor shorts, because the focus, the attention is just too far spread. There's nothing to pump. There's too many stocks. There's no concentrated stocks. And so you got to be very careful chasing all these stocks at super highs. They go straight up like ATIF and straight down. I couldn't even get a short on ATIF. So it makes it very difficult for both sides of the stock, guys. It makes it very difficult is because I'm scared to long them. They're way overextended, and there's not a clear support line. You know, the deviation from VWAP is not there. So we talk about deviation a lot in the room. You can check it out later. It's basically there's no conviction, in my opinion, on a long in the morning, as well as there's no conviction on a short. So it's very difficult to play. So how do you play that? You go back to basics, guys. So we made nice money today. Zero stress, actually very, very little stress. I made over $5 grand. And I was just like, dude, I barely sized up anything. All I did was I waited for the stocks to break and then bounce to short them. Same process if you're a short every single day. So I go back to my bread and butter. I don't guess these stocks because I really don't know. These things could have gone up, like CLSN could have went to $4, but it did not. Or ETO could have went to $4, but it did not. And so a new stock came out, RSVA, with a chat room pump. It went up to $27, $28, and then went right back down. Because it's just so many different stocks for the money to flow. And so what happened was and then the day's over. You know, for a short trader, the zombie time comes. You should really stop and slow down at around 10:30, the zombie rules. So that's what I did. The days that you feel as if you're not satisfied, the days that you feel that you did not make enough money are the most dangerous days. And that's what I felt today. I was not happy. I looked at my results. I made over 5,000 in like half an hour. I mean, that's a great day, right? But the problem is this, man. Human psychology. I made it too easy. Seriously, it's just too easy. Too stress-free. And you know how it is. You feel like, holy shit, it's way too easy. I could have sized up. Human nature is just weird, man. We don't value something that's easy or free. But when it costs a lot of money and so hard, we value that. Oh my God, I had to walk 3 miles through the snow to go to school in the morning. So they value education. But today, you know, we get in the bus, we get in a car, and we drive. We don't value that shit. But we should. You know, trading should not be about battling things and becoming a hero and having excitement. This is you want to make money in something, should be easy, repetitive. Something's repetitive is so easy and boring. And that's why teams like the Lakers, where LeBron James is so bored, he's always winning, you know, that's why it's hard to keep a lead in the NBA because people get bored. Same thing with trading. When we were young, I used to think, oh my God, dude, I wanted the action. I wanted to trade because I wanted to be in the action. But now that I'm older, I realize, like, shit, man, I'd rather be stress-free, making money every day. So today was a stress-free day. Made over $5,000 within 30 minutes. Then I stopped because I did this YouTube live. But I didn't feel satisfied. And that's the danger, man. I could have went back in and said, I'm going to use my $5,000 as cushion and start fucking gambling. That's what essentially what it is. You get so frustrated because you don't feel satisfied. You know, it's like, I'm not satisfied, man. I keep thinking I could do a lot better because it was so damn easy. So you have to be very careful when you see that. And so I identified that for myself as a personal thing because I do that all the time. Then I start to piss away money because trading, some point, you know, it's not about the money anymore. That's the problem. It's about the entertainment. When that happens, you become a gambler, and that's the danger, guys. It's very, very dangerous. It's very dangerous when you don't trade simply as a business and start to treat it as entertainment. It's a fucking expensive entertainment. Imagine if you piss away just $100, $200, $500 a day on entertainment. So I'm up $5,000 a day. Let's say I piss away $1,000 on entertainment. That's $20,000 a month I'm pissing away on entertainment. That's $24,000 a year pissing away on entertainment. You don't think I can entertain myself much better somewhere else? So that's the problem with people, because I tell everything I tell is from experience. It reaches a point where I don't need the money this month, whatever. So you start gambling, and then you feel so stupid that you pissed away all this money. Next thing you know, my $5,000 cushion has dropped to 3,000. Next thing you know, I'm red on the day because I'm pissed. I'm chasing back that 5,000 I had. Trust me, that's what happens when you start losing money. Let's say you're up 5,000 bucks because it's too easy. Then you start gambling, and now you're down to 3,000. You're pissed. You're pissed. You're like, you're so stupid. I should just walked away. And so I was like, fuck it. I still have $3,000 cushion. I'm gonna fucking go into another stock. So your brain convinces yourself that everything's a good setup, and your brain convinces yourself, hey, this is house money. This is house money. It's not house money. It's your fucking money, dude. You made the fucking money. when you lose the money, you know, what do you think? This is your money. And so what happens is, I guarantee you, when you start to lose, all shit goes to hell. You don't trade well anymore. So be careful, man. It's like everything happens in patterns, right? It's like any sports athlete. When you're doing well, you know, everything's a flow. You're just flowing, hitting the ball, whatever. But when things are struggling, you start to doubt yourself. So don't get to that point. And this is where a trading accountability buddy, a tab, helps you guys. Okay, this is what we always talk about. Trading is not just about technicals. It's about emotions and psychological. Same exact thing happens today, dude. The reason I did this YouTube live is I know myself. I'm like, fuck. All the stocks tanked, and I was so pissed. I'm like, fuck, man. This is it? I barely worked today. But then I looked at my P&L. It's like, you know, on days are tough. I'm like, I'm just lucky to get out alive. I'd be so glad to just be up a fucking $1,000, or just to break even, or just to be down 500 bucks. But today I made it too easy, and I'm fucking pissed off. You see something wrong in our brain as a human, right? And so this is why we need a trading accountability buddy. This is why we need a community to check us. Seriously, some people just love to make 500 bucks a day, guys. Making $400 a day it's life-changing money. Supplement your income. That's what we always say. Okay, so I want to talk. So this is a very simple topic today. The simple topic is money flow. We recognize that the fact that there's too many stocks out there, and so the money flows go all over the place. So you have to be very careful when you see that. If you're a long bias trader and you're chasing the highs, holy shit, dude! The moment someone sells, there's no more buyers. Remember, the stock market is always about supply and demand. So think about that. There's ample supply all the time in these stocks. Because look at the float. You can take a look at the float. If the float has not been rotated yet, there is ample supply. So that's another trick for you guys to look at, right? Always look at the float. Supply, supply, supply. How do you determine supply? Take a look at the float. Take a look at the volume. And if stock is not over rotated, there's more supply than demand. And so that's what happened today. There's not enough demand because there's too many different plays out there, and there's not concentrated on a few. And when I see that situation, when one stock starts to fail, guys, when one main stock starts to fail, it becomes a domino effect. CLSN, RETO. Those I thought were the main hot chicks of the day. But then they started to fail. The moment those failed, everything else failed. ATIF failed. Everything else failed. And then RSVA was a $27 stock. That thing fell too. But you know what? The zombie hour rules. I had to leave to lock in the money. That's how Alex makes the money. Alex makes the money very unassumingly. He's not going to have monster days all the time. He'll have a few monster days. But every day he's chipping away. He's chipping away until those big days come. And his chipping away, 4,000, 2,000, 5,000, that's $1 million just chipping away. And anything above that is a bonus. And that's how you make money trading, guys. You know, you chip away, you stick to the process, boring as hell, and then boom, one day, you know when to size up because the opportunity is there. Whereas everybody is always looking for the home run every day, always anxious, never happy. And so what happens, Alex leaves, makes his money, there's no opportunities, he leaves. And that's what you guys need to do. Treat trading as a business, okay? You don't just fucking sit around all day and trying to scheme how to move a stock up, you know? We're not in that business of being a pumper. All right, let's take some questions, guys. I said a lot of stuff today, but let's take some questions and see if any questions, guys. So today was a relatively basic, normal day. It's just we had a lot of different small cap plays to focus on. And so the rule of thumb is this, I always say, pick your top 3. Focus on that. Because what happens is when there's a lot of stocks moving, you have a tendency to want to trade them all, and you will screw them all up. It's better to nail one than to try to trade them all and screw up and lose. So if you're new to trading, start with your top 3 list. Maybe it's top 5. Do research on it. Whittle it down to top 3, top 2, top 1. Okay? If you're new, you should not be trading more than 3 stocks. Heck, you're experienced. Trading more than 3 stocks is very difficult as well. We always say size the best, forget the rest. Okay, let me take some questions here. Wondering why you shorted that opening spike if it was not broken yet. I waited for it to be broken. There are certain scenarios, guys. There's a whole dollar and half dollar scenario where you can take a little chance if it comes to the $3 line, for instance. I was short 307, something like that, 297, and I just shorted. And if it breaks, I cover. No big deal. But there's a high probability that if it came from very low, that a whole number is a psychological resistance line. Because all the moms and pops, they want to sell the whole number. Who sells at $2.67? People are selling at $2.50, $3. No one's sitting around, I'm going to sell this shit at $2.22. You know, it just does. Those are the numbers that are just like not normal. So let me see. So I hope that answers the question about why you short certain things. Whole number, half dollar. That is a front side. And you have to do, and we make a rule. You know, you do 30%, it's very small on the front side. And if you're wrong, just cover. Okay. Shorts seem to have easier compared to longs in the market. A lot of money behind shorts. And I would not say that, guys. I would not say that. This market has been killing the shorts. Have you not seen the stock market? Has not dropped in 10 years. I don't know what you're talking about. It's very difficult to short. If you're wrong, you're blown up. As a short seller, the maximum you make is what? 50%, 80%? You cannot make 100%. It doesn't go to zero. But as a long bias trader, these stocks are going 500% a day, guys. Shorting is hard. It's not easy. A good short seller is usually someone that started as a long bias trader. You need to understand both sides. I can do both. In order to trade well, you have to understand both sides. And we do trade both sides in MIC. Let me see. If someone wants to be a full-time trader, don't you think it makes sense to overtrade? What the fuck? Overtrading is like overeating, like over anything. Not good for you, man. Should never over anything. You trade when the opportunity is there. You do not force a trade. Like I told you, I'm up $5,000. Fuck, man. My brain's gonna start to tell me to overtrade. Use that cushion valve. House money, gamble. Same thing with fucking the casino. If you're fucking up, if you are up, the only time you're up is you leave the casino. The longer you stay at the casino, the more chance that you're gonna lose. Let's see, I'm looking at questions right now. What kind of stops do you use? We always use market stop. Because when you are wrong, you want out. If you use a limit stop and that thing skips over your limit price, you will not get filled. You will go to work, come home, and go, what the fuck? My account blew up. Always use a market stop. Let me see. Other questions, please. You can use a trailing stop if you are position trading it. We talked about this in the room a lot as well. There's many different types of stops. We teach all the different types of stops. There is an accelerator course which teaches all this stuff. So if you're new to trading, guys, if you're new to trading, I'm telling you, this is the biggest thing. There's not that much money. We have a course called the Accelerator Jumpstart. It will, in 7.5 hours, jumpstart you from knowing hardly anything about stocks to being able to place your first trade. You may not be an expert, but at least you will know what you're doing in 7.5 hours. So hit up Tosh. Tosh will give you a great deal on the accelerator, guys. I'm telling you, man, if you lost more than like $500 this week, this month, I don't know why you didn't join. I don't know why you don't get the accelerator, because you're just gambling. You're asking all these questions, you're just gambling. The best investment you can make is on education, man. These guys, they make money. They think they're good. Fuck, man. If you don't know what you're doing, man, you give it right back. And chances are you're going to give it right back to me and Alex and the guys at MIC. How do you spot a halt coming? Why do you even fucking care? If you have to ask that, you're trading the wrong strategy. Okay? Yeah, the reason why you're talking about the halts is because you're in a chat room that's getting pumped. Their strategy is to use their sheep, their tens of thousands of sheep, to halt the stock on a volatility halt. There are platforms out there like DOS Trader, DOS Pro, that shows you where these halt levels are. Okay? If you Google, there's a formula. They'll tell you you have to move a stock a certain amount of percentage in a certain amount of time to halt the stock. But there's software out there that shows you. But just because you're asking that, I know your strategy is. Your strategy is to fucking trade these chat room pumps with them. That is not a strategy, guys. That is a pump and dump. That the only guys that are making money is the main guy. If he did not have a sheep, that strategy would not work. I guarantee you, if he was not online pumping this shit, he would not make a fucking penny trading. Because everything he buys, it won't halt. This is not a viable strategy for you. It works for the one fucking pumper that should be in jail. That's it. Let me see. Deviation VWAP. Can I explain it? Join MIC. We made a whole thing on deviation VWAP. This is going to be a long discussion. Travel guy. Hey, man. You're in MIC. Why are you asking this? We have a whole... Go into the MIC archive. Look up deviation for VWAP. It's all over the main chat, man. We're not going to hear to talk this. They should join MIC to learn the deviation VWAP. It's a very, very powerful thing that we started talking about at MIC that soon that everybody's going to start talking about it. Deviation for VWAP. We have actually engineered very new strategies and insight into the markets. The markets are always evolving, guys. I've been tracking these algos. I've been doing all this, and we're coming out with these strategies that are beating the algos because I understand how these algos work. So join MIC to learn that, man. Too much to explain here. Let me see. Yep, accelerator. I'm telling you, man. You guys are... I don't understand why people are trying to take 2 years to learn on their own. I'm telling you, man. It's like learning to fucking swing a golf club. You can learn, but you become a hack. You're hacking through trading. Why not learn from a professional? Because you're learning bad habits. I wish I took classes playing golf, guys. Seriously. I hacked my way through because I'm thinking I don't need classes, but my swing sucks. I don't know how to do it properly. I'm hacking my way out. And that's the same thing with trading, guys. I mean, I think it's the ego. Most of the time it's the ego. I refuse to take golfing lessons because I'm like, I'm not going to fucking learn with these 8-year-old kids. These 8-year-old kids are better than me. I guarantee you. Give me a fucking high school student, which we do have in our MIC members. I guarantee you, I will train them. And they are now better traders than you, Mr. 30 years experience of trading. If anybody has in their profile 30 years of experience of trading, they suck. Why would you need to tell people that? Your charts, your prints, your trading shows your experience, not the number of years that you hacked your way through trading. Let me see. Let me look at more questions here. Why, if I buy a penny stock, you should not be buying stupid ass fucking stocks that are sub pennies, guys. That's a pure pump and dump. You're a gambler. We are not here to teach that. That is not a strategy. That is pure gambling. Let me see. I'm looking at this. What percentage of stock price you usually stopped out? There's another one of these stupid questions. I mean, fuck, I don't know, bro. I'm going to sit here and do analytics on that. I stop out when I stop out, right? I mean, what percentage? How does that help? How does these questions help? Your question should not be, how often do you stop out? Your question should be, how do you stop out, Bao? When do you stop out? How do you know when to stop out? We have a whole video on the proper way to take out stop loss. I think it's actually on our free YouTube channel. So learn, guys, this is what I talked about at the beginning of the thing. There are questions that are smart, and there's just fucking questions that are you trying to be smart or some shit. And it's not, it's not smart, because instead of asking, you should ask, how do I stop out properly? Things like that. Not how often do you stop out, Val? I mean, how does that fucking help? I stop out all the time. Every day I stop out. I mean, I don't know how that's gonna help you. I post my charts in the chat room. I show them I stop out, like CLSN. I stopped out, things like that. Sometimes I stop out is incorrect, but I'd rather be error on the safe side. Okay, I'm gonna read more questions here. Do you think you guys would ever give out the price you enter the stocks? I sometimes do. Sometimes do. The problem is this, guys. I'm not right all the time. I don't want to be artificial. Imagine you have a bunch of guys. I'm not pumping. I don't want to have that responsibility when you're fucking losing. I want you to learn. Okay? Me posting entries and extras and all these things is basically letting you copy my homework. And at school, if you keep copying homework, you're not gonna learn shit. You know, you don't need to learn calculus. You can copy calculus all the fuck you want. But if you want to learn a day trade, guys, fucking learn day trade. Don't copy someone's fucking homework for day trading, right? And that's why we force you. If you force to learn, you will learn. If you have a cheat way to get out, you will cheat. Okay. I am scrolling through the questions now. Alex puts a watch list out. The watch list is put maybe an hour, guys, half an hour to an hour before the market opens. How the hell do we know what to trade? You guys want to cheat? You want to copy shit? MIC is not for you. I guarantee you this. Mark my words. Go to a fucking pump and dump room. I'll see you back here next year when you're broke. And then you're going to ask me for a fucking discount. I'm going to say, fuck you. Seriously. I'm so sick of these guys that they think they know better. And they always come back. I guarantee you, man. You come back and go, I'm out of money. I'm like, what happened to the money you made last year? I used it. I lost it. I'm so sorry. Can I get a discount? Guys are asking me for a fucking monthly discount. And I'm like, bro, you were up a lot last month. Yeah, I joined this room. I jumped. I got dumped on. I'm like, dude, okay. The watch list is the stocks that we are looking at. Some of them may not work at the open. We give you the lines, okay? We give you the trading plan of the watch list. I don't understand how much more can we do. Should I just pull the trigger for you? The key of the watch list is twofold. One is an education. You compare your watch list to our watch list. You can reverse engineer our watch list to learn how we got those trading plans and the lines. When it opens, you can watch if our watch list works. It's not going to be 100%, but I guarantee you it's more than 75% accurate. And we trade off of those watches. To say that someone we don't trade, we trade, no shit, man. How the fuck am I supposed to know what to trade? If I knew exactly what to trade 1 hour before it happened, I'd be fucking a billionaire. So that's a stupid question, my friend. Stop being lazy. You want to learn? MIC is the only place to fucking learn. You want a fucking guy to get on the microphone and scream out prices? That's not us, guys. I will do that too. Maybe I'll set up another service, guys. If you want to be raped by me, if you want me to load up 50,000 shares, pump it to you, sell it to you, and then say I'm the fucking best because I learned, I will gladly do that to you. And I'm going to tell you something. Why don't you just wire me half the money, keep half of the money, and at least you'll still have half the money. Versus trying to fucking do that, and I will rape your ass. Okay? Everybody else is loading up they're loading up a giant position, guys. And then they're alerting it to you, you dumbass. I tell you right now, I just don't understand you guys. You guys love getting a fucking alert because you love being lazy. You know, when I started trading, guys, I was just exactly like you. I was chasing, and you know what my goal was? To be the fastest sheep out there. I thought I lost. It's because I did not use hotkeys. I lost because my computer was too slow. My whole objective was to copy every trade a moderator posted because I thought the moderator knew what he was doing. But the moderator, all he did was load up and pump to me. All I did was become sheep. I did not learn how to fucking trade. I just learned how to become the fastest sheep. That's why you have these chat room guys. I cursed them out already. Remember, they used to promote hotkeys. They told you to mark it in, mark it out. That's the dumbest fucking shit ever, guys. I'm so pissed about it. Now they stopped doing it. They actually are in MIC learning from us, guys. They stopped using moving averages, using lines. They actually put in VWAP. They're copying us 100%. Okay? They still have sheep because they still can't trade worth shit, but I love it because I use it as volume. So stop being the fastest sheep. Stop being the fastest sheep and learn how to be the wolf. I want the fastest to me so I can slaughter him. Okay? Every day I'm waiting to slaughter all the fucking sheep. Hotkey to me. I am sitting there with my limit order, my fantasy order, and this is why, if you take a look at my chart, I always top tech. Because they fucking come to me. I wouldn't say always, but I top tech a lot. I top tech a lot. And that's not by accident, guys. That is from the hotkey dumb fucking sheep that think they're fast. Hotkey in, hotkey out. Come to me, baby. Wait, who's yelling? Stop yelling. You know what, guys? I'm here to help you. If you're a smart ass, I don't know. Someone should just block all these guys. Seriously, dude. I don't really need to come here and say stop yelling. You should just leave. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Today's not a good day for me. I'm tired, and I'm hearing these questions like I'm getting angry on purpose. I'm getting angry because you guys want to learn alerts. I'm getting angry because you're pissed off that our fucking watch list, that we don't trade every single stock on our watch list. Shit like that. This is my first time using YouTube Live, guys. Otherwise, I would have blocked a bunch of you assholes. Yeah, I'm an ass. But you know what, man? I care. If I didn't fucking care, I would not be so fucking passionate about this. Okay, guys? You guys can come and get fucking raped by all the promoters if you want. Stop yelling. I'd rather yell for you not to lose money than for you to lose all your money and say, Bow, why did you yell? I would love to do a meetup, guys. Love to do a meetup. Waiting for the opportunity where pandemic and the travel restrictions are lifted. California is still restricted, all these things. So the moment that happens, we will get a meetup. And we are the only ones that do in-person meetups. You know why? No one's gonna come kick my ass because I tell it like it is, dude. I just curse out a guy. I don't need him to join MIC. Versus being a fucking ass kisser, having you join, pumping to you, you losing all your money, then you will kick my ass. This is why no one does live meetups. Only we do it because we don't scam anybody. Why am I walking around not afraid? No bodyguards. I guarantee you, no other guys will fucking do a meetup. Ask these other fruiters to do a meetup without security guard. There's so many fucking people that want to kill them and jump them. Don't you guys get it? The reason I'm still alive is the reason why we're doing this because we should educate you guys, man. I could certainly make a shitload more money by pumping you guys, I guarantee you. You think that volume will carry on? This is my opinion on the market, guys. I think the market is becoming very top heavy. I think this economics wise is always a cycle. It's been 12 years bull. It has to go down. It has to go down. Just be careful. You're learning right now. The guys that are learning how to properly trade will trade well in every market condition. I don't care if it's a bull market, a bear market, a fucking rhinoceros market, a duck market. It doesn't matter to me. The ways that we teach works in every market. Okay, I'm scrolling through this. Let me see. Will you hold me while I pee, Bow? Only if you're a female. Oh, their edge is going long or short. There's no edge all the time in any stock, guys. The edge comes in education to know when to short, when to go long. We identify today as too many plays, money flowing all over, to be careful because it will drop. But we don't know the prices. Okay, the way we know the prices through the lines. Technical analysis, we call this the lines. Okay, that's one of our bread and butter. That's the thing that we actually popularized that everybody's using right now. And so having an edge to know that it's short bias doesn't mean to short right away. You still have to know when to short. Let me see. I'm scrolling through this, guys. Give me time. This is my first time doing YouTube live. All right, caught up, guys. I caught up all the questions. So a couple more questions, and we'll leave it here. Trust me, guys. You guys will be hearing all this shit when you over time. Everything I tell you, you're gonna remember, and you'll go, "Holy fuck! That fucking weird Asian guy that shouts a lot, curses a lot, was telling the truth." Only after you fucking go broke. After you go broke, you come back to me and you go, "Can I get a fucking discount on a $100 membership?" What should I do? Give you $20 off? You already broke, you dumbass. No offense, but you know, man, I don't want you to be broke. Learn that the reason you're paying to be mentored is not just to learn technicals; it's to learn experience. I've lost probably millions of dollars trading to learn these things, guys. Alex lost talking a lot of money too to learn. And so what you're paying is not just to learn strategies. You're paying for the experience so that you do not have to go through this experience. How do you know when to short? How do you know what indicators work? I want to tell you something. There's a fucking company that's creating all these bullshit fucking indicators. If the indicators work, these guys would be the best traders in the world. They would be billionaires. Indicators do not fucking work, guys. These indicators written by the guys that cannot trade will not work. I tell you right now, I'm going to scream that again, guys. Stop fucking trying to cheat. Learn from experienced mentor that's gone through this, that knows what works and what does not. Stop trying to fucking find shortcuts. Indicators will not fucking save your life. The only indicator I use is the fucking VWAP, guys. Let me see. Look at these questions here. You have to learn how to use filings to your advantage too. Just because a stock has a shelf or a bunch of warrants or an ATM does not mean you short it right away. It will kill you first before it comes down. Same thing with VCNX. Go take a look on Twitter. Look at these guys making $100,000 on VCNX. They all say, I was down a shitload of money. I was down $250,000. I was down all shitload of money. And then I had conviction. I held, oh, fuck, man. That's it. You were shitting your pants being down 200 grand. You're shitting your pants. You're lucky it fucking went down. You know? So my point is we don't need to get there. You know, you don't need to be down hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, just because you have a filings edge does not mean you short right away. You still have to use the proper technical analysis, the lines that we teach. You have to understand the VWAP, deviation, things like that. And that's why we're keeping members safe. Our members are not getting all fucking stuck upside down. There is no badge. There's no fucking honor badge being down millions of dollars and then breaking even. That is not honorable. Fucking learn to have proper risk management. Because you know what, man? Those guys can have a lot of money. They can afford to lose that. They can afford to lose it, but you cannot, man. You can follow the wrong strategy, wrong bad habits, you will not make it in trading. Risk management is the number one thing in trading. You could be consistent 100 days in a row. And then the 101 day that you do not cut your loss, that motherfucker goes to $200 a share and you are now bankrupt. Happens all the time, guys. I've seen it all the time. Risk management is the only thing that keeps people alive throughout these years. That's why I'm still here, being an old fart screaming at you. If your starter barely confirms, well, you put your stops out, guys. We always talk about there's a saying that I always say, plan your trade and trade your plan. part of the plan, I'm going to say it right now for the guys on MIC. Part of the plan, the first thing you need to do is determine your entry and your exit. Your exit consists of two things. Stopping out for a loss, I call that predefining your risk, and then taking profit. Too many people do not plan to take profit. That's why they turn a winner into a loser. You need to plan. It's better to cry about a missed opportunity, meaning like you sold too early, etc., than to be fucking not, just to be too emotional and then lose. That's my opinion. Let's see. We're gonna kind of finish this off. I don't know how long I've been in, but one more question, guys. Are you guys good? Or you guys want me to keep going? Up to you guys. What do you guys think? Want me to keep answering questions? Emil, you want me to stick around for another 10 minutes? You guys want to stick around? I'll take more questions for another 10 minutes. I just want you guys, I have a, you notice my style is very different than Alex. Alex is very calm. You know, he's not going to curse at you. I am like a bull in a china shop, right? That's what they say. But you know what, man? I'm very passionate about this shit. I take it very seriously, guys. I don't want you guys to lose because I've been scammed. The reason why I'm passionate is I got scammed in the past many times. And it fucking sucks. I got scammed from people I know, from promoters, from whatever else. From fucking chat room. I'll tell you another fucking chat room trick. These guys, before they alert, they're already in a massive amount of shares, and their friends are already in. Their moderators are in. This is why we do not alert. You guys are asking me to alert. If I start to alert, it becomes a very sketchy environment. You don't think these guys are in a shitload and they're selling to you? Anybody that alerts is already in the fucking stock, a shitload. Not only them, they're fucking friends. You're the last to know, guys. You are the last to know. If the fucking chat room guy pumps you the alert, you're the last to know. He has a whole network of guys that he's already fucking told. So learn to trade for yourself. When I see an alert, I wait and I see how that alert works, stops, and then I start to take a look. I don't fucking just chase like a blind bat. But you know what, man? Sometimes it does. If you're early enough, you chase, it works. The problem is this. You do not sell. You need to sell. When you're getting in, you need to put a hard stop right away. There are algos. So instead of doing a hotkey on buy market, there's a hotkey on if you enter a stock, you can automatically set a stop at the same time. So our guys at MIC has created a script. You put a button on the fucking interface itself, like a DOS or something, that says buy. And then it'll automatically put a 20-cent stop. That's the only type of hotkeys I would recommend. Take a look at that strategy, guys. Join MIC. We have guys that are building that script for you already. And that's how you protect yourself. If you chase, you must put in a hard stop. It's too damn fast because you never know when these chat room guys will issue the sell. And if you're chasing shit on YouTube, you have a 30-second lag. You're fucked. They're using that 30-second lag to fuck you. We're not going to talk about other chat rooms. Chat rooms are all the same. They're all pumping numbers. They're in a shitload. You know, man, I've welcomed the volume. I don't bash on them. I just, you know, if you lose there, you're going to end up MSC. That's it. They're making a fucking shitload of money. They're making a shitload of money. Everyone's fucking envious. That's the funny, man. These chat room guys are now considered like the best traders in the world. They don't fucking trade, man. They pump and they dump. All power to them, man. That's the fucking, you know. I'm not the SEC. I'm not FINRA. I'm not here to judge. I just do not do it for myself. I have a conscience. I cannot do it. I make money trading already. I don't need to be fucking making blood money. But that's just for me. I will fucking short their shit, though, when the time comes. I do not short it early because they will run me over. So, yep, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hit up Tosh. Tosh, we're going to give a great... so what's your code would be, Tosh? Yale. So hit up Tosh in all caps and start yelling at him. I need to learn. You know what? So that'll be it, man. If you do all caps and send it to Tosh, like you're screaming, because it's very important, guys. The market right now is crazy. If you don't know what you're doing, you will get demolished. Both sides, okay? So you have to learn to educate yourself. You imagine how much more money you'll make, man. The market is not going to be like this forever, guys. So I'll see you. Hit up Tosh and start to yell. Yell! I need help now. We'll give you a great discount today, guys. All right, guys. We'll see you back in the room.